In the end of the November, it's too late, so that's the reason I booked early, and it's make me too stressful.
Okay. So why do you want to book it at the end of November?
Ma'am, actually, I want to check my caliber, because in at the end of the November, it's my last chance. So I just book in earlier that check my points that where I stand. That's the reason I book earlier. And if if I could not completed my bands, then I will book again. That's the reason.
And Svera, in which field you are going or you are pursuing your studies?
I want to go UK on study visa, but basically, um, I'm going for marriage.
Okay,
Okay.
That's
the very first thing, Savera, the very
yes,
first
ma'am.
thing that I have to tell you that I got to tell you is if you believe that somehow something will happen and you won't be able to get the band you want to, then trust me, you won't be able to. This is all. Life is all about your mindset. Okay, if you have the
Yes,
mind, if you have already made your mind that if you don't get the required band, then you will go for it again. So automatically your subconscious brain, it has something in it that okay, it's all right, it's fine. If I cannot do it for the first time, I would do it for the second time. Don't feed your brain like this. Don't feed your subconscious like this.
yes, ma'am. Thank you
I
for your
you know
support.
No, it's this is for everyone actually. This is not for only IELTS actually. It's for everything in your
Yes, ma'am.
life. If you have to do something, then you have to be uh, you know blindly sure about this. I was reading a book that is by like one of my very favorite writers, Napoleon Hill, and he's of the point of view that if you decide something, then decide it with the belief that you will nail it. And
Oh,
the doubt or like doubting yourself or doubt in that belief is like you are standing on the roof of a house and you yourself are like getting off that roof. You know that you will fall, but even then you're getting off the roof. So same is the case with the doubt will play same as you getting off the roof, then definitely you will fall.
yes, ma'am. You're right.
So trust yourself. This is for all of you. You are so young, and this कहते हैं ना, गिरा से अपने पल्लू से एक बात को बांध लेना, that is this thing, that if you have doubts, then you won't be able to do that very thing.
Yes, ma'am.
So just trust that you will be able to do it at by like the way you have booked it. And you were not supposed to test your caliber actually. If you had decided that you will do it at the end of November, then you would have done it at the end of November.
Actually, ma'am, some family pressure that you should book right now and check it, and if end of November, then the date of universities which I want to go will maybe it's the end. So that's the reason I book earlier.
So
And
you can have it. So you can have it the next. So you can get the admission in the university next year. It's all right.
no, ma'am, I
तो यार तो अपनी
already too
orbit
much
से जो
late. Actually, I
छोटे
am.
से
Uh,
I understand. Maybe I don't know about your life, but it's like this is not the end of the world. You
yes,
could
Ma'am,
have
ma'am.
I want to have one question. Uh, how many bands she required for UK scholarship?
I
Six
don't know. It
point
varies
How
from. I don't
six
know.
point
It
five.
varies from. I think it varies from university to university or college to college or country to country.
Ma'am, for UK it's 6.5.
It's sort of
is it for overall 6.5 or for each band, each like each modules?
Overall 6.5 and at least 6 each modules.
for each modules. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for letting me know.
Okay. Okay. So, anyways, today is the second day of your IELTS practice. So we'll practice the cue cards. Okay, as it is mentioned over here, the second section of your IELTS speaking test. That is your cue card, where you are given a topic and you are given a minute to prepare that topic as well. So let's start with today's cue cards. We will start from the bottom. Who is at the bottom? My dear Zahra. Zahra. Zahra, are you here? Okay, somehow she's not available. Tahmina, please unmute.
Assalamu alaikum, teacher.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm also good. Thank you for asking. So, Tamina, this is
All
your cue card,
yes, ma'am.
and you have a minute to prepare it.
Okay, ma'am. Sure. Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. uh, there are so many special cakes that I had received in the past, but on my birthday, that was held in the June, in the month of June, previously almost 3 to 4 months before, the cake was too much fabulous and delicious. It was really, really a tasty cake that I had received in my whole life. And it was the event of my birthday. And uh, it was held. It was held in the hotel Meridian. I'm from Gujranwala, that's why we celebrate it. I celebrate my birthday with my family members and also with my in-laws, and we spend a lot of good time with this, and the beautiful and that beautiful cake was just uh, enhanced my happiness on that day. When I saw the cake, I was just shocked to see the cake. uh, Basically, that cake was that I received from the page that I saw on the Instagram the days before for my birthday. The name of that page was You and I, Kith and Kin uh, Cakes and Bakery. Uh, that bakery was run by a female lady, and I just talked to her and tell to her about the uh, occasion of my birthday. She sent me some pictures of the cakes, and the speciality of that cake was there are some melted chocolates in itself, and a cover on the border of that cake. When I wrap up the cover, the chocolate was just spreading down, and it was really a very wonderful scene. And it is a special cake for me because it is totally chocolate cake, and I really, really love chocolates. That's why this cake was just a source of happiness for me and also for my family. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Zahra, are you here? No, she's not. Savera, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Savera, this is your cue card on the screen. Please take your minute and prepare it. Yes, Savera, please go on.
Well, there are a lot of resolution at the start of the year that the different persons
Resolution.
resolution resolution the different persons make at the beginning of the year, but mostly people complete it and at the end of the year, but most of them not completed. And I am the person who believe on something and who decide something that will done in future. So I completed. And now here one resolution I made it when the new year is starting, that is be punctual and be honest. And first, be punctual mean that mean that want I wanted that I get up early in the morning and completed the whole task which I decided at before sleeping at night. So firstly, it's be punctual. It's my first resolution, and it's not completed at the starting month of the year, but time by time and gradually I completed at mid of the year. And it's make me too happy that one thing which I decided at start of the year, I almost completed at the end of the year. And the second point which I said, that be honest. And honesty means that there are a lot of mistakes which I made in my past, that sometime my friend asked me that we are friend for the whole life, but I am the person who always making friend not for some personal reason, not for personal work, but I am the person who always lively with any all the members, all the people which I made in my life. But I can't complain, I can't complete the relation with time. So that's the reason I feel that I am not honest with people. So in this year, which I made one thing, that punctual, and second thing, be honest. So I just complete it. And making I just feel I just made myself that make a relation which I completed, which I made for my life. And I also complete this resolution as well. And I just make few friends, and now I have all of them. And that's two main points, yeah, two main resolution which I made, and I completed at the end of the year. And it's make me too happy and satisfied, and that satisfaction make always made me happy and relax. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so you two people have talked, and the first one was describe a cake that you received from other. It had to be like you didn't order it actually. It was as surprise you got it, or as something like as a present you got it. So I will read something to you, that how could, like, one of the sample answers. Cakes are the most prominent to celebrate every special day for almost everyone, and they feel very special by cutting the cakes on birthday. In this pandemic situation, everyone involved themselves in one another activity or skill because they felt very hectic by starting the home by stating the home 24 hours, and my friend prepared the super delicious mouth watering and attractive cake. Okay, now even if you don't talk about this, that your friends prepared for it, but you can use adjectives that are given over here, like delicious, mouth watering, and attracted cake. My birthday falls on May 22. So the last year, almost, my friends surprised me a lot with the gifts, and my most beloved gift is the cake because it has very surprising elements, and moreover, it is prepared in the home. It was prepared in the home. The cake was designed in a way that almost every fashion related detailing was described. The whole cake was in the shape of a girl wearing a designer dress, and the color of the dress was pink, which is my favorite. And the girl was holding the makeup box in one hand and the handbag in another hand. There were certain words written on the whole dress, which was a fashion makeup box, lipstick and fashion technology institute name. Moreover, almost all the details were designed with the edible things. Actually, I am fascinated with the fashionable things and like to buy them once every month because shopping is my stress buster, which elevates my mood instantly after working hours. So I was thrilled with the cake because everyone got gift on their because everyone gets gift on their birthday, but I received a special cake which was homemade, and mainly it was prepared by a friend in which by my friends, on which they had worked a lot to get the overall look. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you use a word stress buster. What does it
Yeah,
mean?
it helps in releasing stress. It
Okay,
busts the
that's good. Thank you.
stress. Okay. Actually, it takes a lot of time. I will share the PDF file of the sample answers with you in your WhatsApp group. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
ma'am.
Otherwise, it takes a lot of time for me to read the sample answers as well. But you should know that how could you have done it better in a better way. Okay, so I will share the answers. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Zahra, are you here? Okay.
Ma'am, please let me that only main point that that I select two words, that be honest and be punctual, is better than or not, is fine or not.
It's fine actually. Be punctual. Talk about one resolution.
Okay, ma'am.
Only one. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Tahmina, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Tahmina, this is your cue card, and it's relatively easy one.
Okay.
Describe a story someone told you and you remember. And you should talk about what the story was about, who told you this story, why did you remember it, and how do you feel about it. Okay, now remember, this story was told to you in the past. Okay, so you will
Mm-hmm.
use past tense for all this. But your last question, when you will start answering your last question, you will come to the
Yes.
present tense. Okay, because you still have you will describe the feelings you still have for this story. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Tense is very important for the cue card.
Ma'am, I had complete my turn. This is my second turn that I give you the
No, if you
answer.
have done it, then don't. No, 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 no. Tamina, if you have done it, don't go.
Okay.
Come on,
Okay.
girls, tell me
Okay.
that she has done. Robab, unmute,
Well,
please. Okay, Rubab is also not available. Javeria, please.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, dear?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Javeria,
Ma'am, you share so great lines before you when you're starting the class.
thank you
The
so much.
lines was so good.
Thank you so much. Okay, Javeria, this is your cue card, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Meanwhile,
Shall
she's
I?
preparing. Meanwhile, she's
Yes,
preparing.
ma'am.
Somebody will talk in the class. Javeria, you keep on preparing, okay? Write down your points. Savera, unmute yourself. I want to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
After this session, you will
Yes.
sit in your room
Okay, ma'am.
and you will talk to yourself, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
That I can do this. I will take 7, I will take 6.5 band. If you want 6.7, 6.5, you will talk to yourself that I will take 6.5 band no matter what happens.
Yes, ma'am. Inshallah.
And you will
Thank-
write it down in your diary, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you. It's so nice of you, ma'am. You just boost
And
up my
and then you will and then you will also write your feelings about that. When, like, imagine that you have got 6.5 als, your band is 6.5, then you will write about your feelings as well, that how are you feeling at that very time when you just saw your result card and it's 6.5 band. Write down your feelings and write down the reaction of your family as well, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Then you will see the magic.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am,
It's so nice.
ma'am,
Thank
can
you.
I ask you something?
Who wants to ask me something?
Tahmina.
Yeah, ask.
Ma'am, the things that you had told to the Savera are applicable only in the education or career sector or only
No, it's
personal
I
matters,
apply them. I apply them to my everything.
everything.
I will, I make my students even do this. Like, I am teaching FSC right now, FSC students. I make them write their wishes, and I make them write their feelings as well when they have accomplished that very thing they want to do. And
Yeah.
this is a very scientific theory proven by many successful people
Hmm.
from all around the world. Okay, right? If you want to achieve something, write it down and imagine that you have accomplished it, and then write down the feelings as well,
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
and you
ma'am.
and you will see the magic.
Inshallah, ma'am.
That's good. Yes, Javeria, please go on.
Okay. Uh, I will share a story that was as that was told by my one of favorite friend that was so close of mine. She actually she had accident that was a worse accident, terrible one, because when she told about the story, I remained shocked because she said I was in my with my siblings in the car, and I was when there was a U-turn, and we suddenly taking the U-turn, and a, a heavy a heavy container was coming that was very slow. But when we were all stop at the U-turn, but um, we when we make sure that the container was so far away, we just taking the turn, and that container suddenly came and hit our car. That was the feelings then. and I I have short of words here because when she was describing the feeling, I we both were crying because she had so much injuries on their body, and she was terribly injured actually, and thank God her mother and her father was safe and sound, and her sister also was in good condition, but she was in very bad condition because I when I meet her in the hospital, she was crying, and that was the day because I can never ever I can never forget those feelings that was she feeling at that time. I remember at this moment because when I feel that whenever I just I just remember those feeling of her that was in so much pain, and she was describing all the feelings and all the things, and it was very surprising thing. One thing was that that container was far away when they were taking the U-turn, and suddenly the container, I don't know, and she also don't know that she cannot describe in words that how the container came so fast and they suddenly hit their car, and the driver was so mean and he just when he realized that I had hit the car, but he didn't slow down his container. He rather he rather speed up their container and he just disappeared. So it was the feelings that I just
Okay,
cannot
thank you
forget.
so much. Thank you so much. I can relate to the story because I lost a sister and a nephew just because of the foolish mistake of a bike rider. So imagine. I can imagine
Yes,
how it would have been like when she told the story.
yes, ma'am.
Anyways, this is how life is. This is how casual people are actually about others. Rubab, if you are here, please unmute yourself. Otherwise, Fariha, you do it. Fariha.
अस्सलाम
Oh,
वालेकुम
wow,
मैम
people join. Yes. Fariha, how are you?
मैम just I'm fine मैम just give me 2 minutes because I just reached home and I have to receive
Then
an order
then
as well.
I'll talk to you after Rimsha. Okay, Rimsha, please unmute.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum salam. Rimsha, this is your
Yes, ma'am.
cue card.
The same one?
This one. No. This one.
One from another country. What is that?
Somebody wants to say something or wants to ask something, you're allowed to. Meanwhile, she's preparing. So please go on.
Ma'am, I want to ask a question from Savera, if you allow us.
Yeah, please, why not? Sure.
Hello?
Yeah, please go on. Ask her.
Okay. Savera?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm saying that when will be your test?
It's I booked yesterday and only date confirmed, that is 10th of October, 10th of November. But
Okay.
it's held in Islamabad, but I'm not sure that this current situation, because Long March also reached in Islamabad at that day.
Okay. My case is also same as that of yours. I
Okay.
also want to give my IELTS in the end of November date, but I want a very serious partner with me who do
Okay.
reading preparation and listening one with me. If you want to, I'm
Do it online.
available.
Do it online. Do it online. You cannot judge each other, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So do it online. The online um, things are the best ones to prepare. Okay, take online tests, mock tests.
Okay.
Yes, please. Fariha, please start. Ramsha, please start your cue card. Ramsha,
Yes, ma'am.
please
Just
start it.
starting. Mhm. Okay, ma'am. Uh, Interesting thing that you learned. I One of the thing that I learned from one of my friend that is actually studying in abroad. The name of our university is Kent State University that is situated in USA. Uh, she actually she told me that her university is not giving in is not giving them giving them so much load about the academics, but they are also interested in building their moral values, as well as they are encouraging them to work in team projects. And the people and the other colleagues of her are so supportive and so supportive, and they are completing their task in a teamwork. And even his even her supervisor and other teachers are keep on asking them about the unity and the strength of the team projects. So this is how she actually achieved a lot of she actually achieved and completed so many projects there. This is I which when I got to know this, then I got so inspired by this thing, because in my university in Pakistan, I was really lack of this opportunity. Everybody, including my all of the colleagues, were so selfish, and they rather they are not supportive. So I think team projects, a good team is really a good thing for achieving something bigger in life, rather than doing something individual at individual level. So this is it.
Okay. Okay. If I would start it, if I would have been given this cue card, I would start it in a way that I would talk about I would describe the thing that I learned from somebody. Then I would go to that where I learned from, and then what was it? Like I would start
Oh,
it. There are many ways to learn something, and one of the ways can be, and um, all of us want to learn about different cultures, and we are, and the best thing about the human beings are that they're adaptive to different situations and cultures. So we learn from each other. So the one thing that
yes, ma'am.
uh, I would like to talk about is the very big change in the education system of my country, and in one of the countries where my friend went to, and she told me about this, this educational culture in that very country. Then you would have mentioned the name of the country where she went
Oh,
to, and then what she learned from that, what you learned from that
yes,
culture.
ma'am. Yes,
Always,
ma'am.
one thing you all need to remember is introduction is very important. मैं हमेशा से एक बात सबको कहती हूँ, और मैं वो उर्दू में कह के समझाती हूँ. तमहीद बांधना बहुत जरूरी है. Preamble,
Yes,
tamheed, which we call it in English, giving a preamble. This is your mini speech, a monologue. So every speech starts with a very proper introduction. And imagine if you are listening to a person's speech for 2 to 3 minutes. You know, the attention span of a person is, mm, minimum attention span of a person is only 30 seconds. The recent research says it's only 18 seconds now. So if you don't give very good introduction to your monologue,
introduction, the start. Yes, ma'am.
then introduction is going to be like of 30 seconds. So if you don't give very good introduction, you somehow will not be able to grab the attention of the examiner. So introduction should be very good.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. I will be careful
start
next
reading.
time, inshallah.
You need to start reading, all of you. Fariha, please, if you're free,
Yes, ma'am.
let's start it.
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. So you are home?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that is good. So you had your boss today.
Uh, ma'am, actually, I went to my clinic, so that's why. And my car was the tire was punctured, so I was a bit late today.
It's all right. This is your cue card on the screen.
Okay, ma'am.
The one thing that I am sure that I can tell about this group of people is that you all are very good in grammar. The only thing you need to work on is your connectivity of ideas, how to connect ideas, how to bring harmony in your ideas, how to bring coherence in your ideas. And that would come when you will start reading. Please develop this habit
And
of
can you
reading.
please suggest
This will
anything
help you a lot in your life.
Ma'am, can you please suggest
Um,
something from where we can read? I mean,
buy a book,
I really don't
any
know.
book.
Buy a book. And
Yeah,
I have seen on
there are many
Instagram
books.
one of the posts is that if you want to enhance your vocabulary, you have to go for the 5 a.m. club. That is by Robin Sharma.
I
I
am
think that
always
one is
telling my
good.
students that if you have to work on your writing skill, reading skills, or your vocabulary and overall your grammatical structures, then you need to start reading. And you can pick up any book. Like I can say start, pick up the Kite Runner, the Book Thief, the 40 Rules of Love, or Veronica Decides to Die. Any book you want to pick, just pick it up and start reading. And if you have difficulty like in allocating time for your book reading, then start with minimum 10 minutes on daily basis, then gradually increase the time.
okay, ma'am.
And when you come across new words in your book, you're reading, don't ignore. If you don't know the meaning, don't ignore those words. Find the meaning of those words from the dictionary you have, or try to find the meaning from the context. The one meaning is contextual meaning, which you get from the words around that very specific word. There are two ways to understand the meaning. One is the contextual, and another one is the literal meaning of the word that you get from the dictionary. So first try to guess the meaning from the words around that very word. And even then, if you cannot make sense out of it, then go for Google or go for the dictionary. But please don't ignore the words that are unfamiliar to you. Otherwise, you will not be able to improve your vocabulary.
Yes, ma'am,
And then
inshallah.
if you come across 5 words on daily, if you come across like 5 words which are new to you, unfamiliar to you, then write them in your notebook and then use those 5 words in your daily conversation. Like create a situation where you can use those 5 words. This is the way you will be able to remember those words.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Yes, Fariha, please start.
Okay, ma'am. So there are many skills that they plays a very important part in the people's lives, because they can make a person a very organized and very, they groom a person both professionally also personally. There is a skill which I learned from my grandmother, and that is time management. How I learned from her, because in my childhood I saw her doing all the household chores, and all the, yeah, she was managing all the stuff, the budgeting and stuff like that. So she managed everything on time. She was like planning how, when to do, whenever the guests are arriving. So she knows in how much time I have to marinate all the things, and stuff related to cooking, and the other things that involves receiving a guest in a mannerable way. So I was with my grandmother in the past, because my mother died when I was only 1 year old. So I lived with her, and I saw her doing all these things in a specific time duration, and she was very concerned about it. So I was very curious to know how she managed all these things. I even asked her how she can, she's so much calm and doing all those things in a proper time, and everyone is happy with her and stuff like that. So um so she told me that you will get to know by the time, but there are few tips and tricks which you should know. So I made a diary and write down all the things and all the stuff in my diary. And I feel really good about it, because it is the best thing a person should know. Because the time management thing not only make a person organized, but also it makes a person a very, a confident and a mannerable person. And it will eventually help a person in doing every chore in the life, not only the household stuff, but also if the person is, they wants to groom professionally. So this skill will help a lot in the near future, also in their work and stuff like that. So yeah, this is all about the skill which I learned from my grandmother.
Okay, good. Well carried.
Thank you.
Aisha, please unmute. Aisha, please, if you could unmute yourself. Arich, unmute. Arich Tahir, please unmute yourself. Ayman, unmute yourself.
Okay, ma'am.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Ayman?
I'm good. A bit confused
Why?
because I don't know how to write it. Essay. There are a lot of grammatical mistake in that, and I don't know how to make a structure and how to write it well in order to achieve my desired score, that is 6.5 in writing.
Okay. Okay, tell me one thing, Ayman.
Yes,
I have a question for you.
yeah, sure.
If you can convince me, then I'll follow you. But if I convince you, then you will follow me. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky promise. Okay. Okay. So you want to score like 7 band or 6.5 band in your IELTS?
6.5 in each module and 7 overall.
Okay, 7 overall. Okay. So you're confused that you won't be able to do it? Huh?
Yes, I am,
Okay.
because I have, this is
Okay,
my
okay,
second
okay.
time.
Okay. Let me finish my questions. Okay. So tell me, confusion is a negative emotion or a positive emotion?
A negative emotion that I couldn't make it.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. So tell me, can your confusion help you in achieving your desired band?
And that's the hassle.
No. Just tell me yes or no.
No, no,
Your confusion can help you in getting your band? No, na?
no, no.
Everybody will say over here that the confusion will not get you your desired band. So, फिर कंफ्यूज होने का फायदा या नुकसान है?
नुकसान है।
तो when you know that इसका नुकसान है तो फिर कंफ्यूज क्यों रहना है? कंफ्यूजन के बगैर भी तो काम चल सकता है ना?
जी।
So don't be confused, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I have been telling you from like beginning of this session, that be sure that you can do it, then you'll be able to do, okay?
No, ma'am, I tried hard. I have in
Keep
one day.
trying.
Yeah.
If you're trying, then there is nothing that can take away your band, okay? Then there is nothing in this universe that will not let you achieve your desired band. Just keep on trying. Don't bring the second thoughts in your mind, okay?
But I'm not moving from band 5. I am still at that level.
No. Then the point is you're overstressing yourself.
Mm.
Okay, then the one of the reasons can be that you were overstressing yourself. Instead of writing, start reading something as well.
Yeah, I have just started reading recently a book that is a 5 a.m. club.
Yeah, okay, then that will help you a lot. And now let's go with your cue card, okay? This is your cue
Okay.
card.
Okay.
Please start it, my dear. I want to do with
Okay.
Zahra and
Sorry, sir.
Probab
Okay.
as well.
Okay. Uh, I love to describe a rule that was when I was in school. There is a rule that whenever you go to this classroom after a break, you have to pick up a one wrapper or a one bag of rubbish and put it into a dustbin, and you have to make a queue for that. I don't like it because if you have one packet, this is enough. But there is a teacher who always do stress upon the children and say that you have at least 5 or 10 wrappers. Although we have a great quantity of children in our school and a great number, so if every student have to pick up that one wrapper, there are not enough wrapper for others that they can pick up that wrappers as well. So everyone has to pick up or get only two of them wrappers. And whenever we go there, at a barrier or thing from where we have to move in a class, that is the corridor basically. So at that time when we go there and that is our turn, the teacher send us back and say that bring another wrapper and make at least three wrappers more to put it into a dustbin. Then we go to the ground and search for the wrappers here and there, but we couldn't find out. So at that time we feel so stressful, and how we get from there. Here we do some funny thing. We put the wrappers from another dustbin and go again and put it there into that dustbin where the teacher is standing, and it was a funny and a memorable thing as well. And yes, we have to follow that rule in order to enter our classroom. That's enough from my side.
Okay. The very first thing is, Amen, that
Yes.
you are not that bad, okay? As you are confused, as much you are confused. You are fine, okay?
Okay.
Okay. This is the first thing. And you will do it. Okay. Don't worry.
Inshallah. Hope so.
Not hope so. Be sure. Um, there is a difference between wishing something and desiring something. Okay. So just be sure. I don't like the word hope. I mean, I'm not saying that hope is a bad word, but when you have the comparison between hope and belief, then they are two very different things. So be sure, believe.
Inshallah. Inshallah, I do. Inshallah.
Zahra, unmute, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you?
Ma'am, actually, I was sleeping.
During the class.
I
Yes,
think
ma'am.
100%, ma'am, that she is sleeping. And see, she said that I'm sleeping.
Okay,
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
okay. And okay, it's all right. Wow, backbenchers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, anyways, this is your cue card and do it.
Okay, ma'am.
Rubab, are you here or you are also sleeping?
No, ma'am, I'm here. I was busy just because my daughter is 1 year old and I have to take care of her this time. It's her
Okay,
dinner
okay, it's
time.
all right. It's all right, my dear. After Zahra, you can do it, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Zahra, please start.
Yes, ma'am. Everyone has their ambitions and goals in their lives when it comes to their career plans. So I think that we should all have that specific ambition in our life if we want to be successful in our life. I think in our life, for me, as far as I am concerned, my ambition was to study in Cambridge University. Um, actually, yes, actually, I have received the admission letter recently, and due to the less funding, because Pakistan has removed the funding from the website for the PhD candidates due to the flood condition and bad financial expenditures in Pakistan. So I didn't get that chance because they were offering me the full tuition fees waiver and all my laboratory expenditures, but they are not waiving off me for the full academic tuition fees. So it's full academic fees. So for this purpose, I have to get this fees from Pakistani government, and accidentally that tragedy was happened due to the flood condition. I didn't get the chance to study in Cambridge University. For this purpose, I have taken my Duolingo English International English test, and I got 120 marks overall, but which was the requirement of the university. But after achieving that, I found that it was that the, as I have already mentioned, that scholarship was removed from the website. So it was totally heartbroken for me for that at that time. I didn't feel good. I thought that the world is going to end, but then I discusses with my family, with my parents, and my friends. They push me towards push me forward towards other universities, because we think about the sorry, ma'am.
Okay, it's all right. You have done it. So the world is ending. If you could have used the phrase, the universe has collapsed,
Okay, ma'am.
or it's the end of the world for me.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, try to. Sometimes you need to use the versatile language actually, if you want to get very good band. So the, you know when you practice it in written form, underline the phrases which you can have, for which you can have the other phrases as well. This mix and match. Do this in the written form. You'll be able to do it then orally as well.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I'm just taking lectures. I'm not like giving my contribution. I'm not practicing it. That's why
Bec- because
I,
because you're a little broken right now. I can understand this.
yes, ma'am, I have not practiced it at least for one day since I'm
I
taking
don't know.
only.
I don't know why it is so easy for this young generation to break down into many pieces. Rubab, unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum salam. Yes, Rubab. Sorry, Rubab. This is your cue card, my dear.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, this is so easy.
Hmm. Okay, ma'am, I will start. Uh, in my life,
Rubab,
after
take your minute. Rubab, take your minute.
okay, ma'am.
For your every cue card, you get a minute. Okay, so just take your minute.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Rimsha, thank you so much for your kind words. But a teacher is more than just a teacher, actually. So I feel like this is my equally responsibility to motivate all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
We all have our thick and thins of life. We all have the ups and downs. But the most important thing is that how we come out of those, deep waters. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, this is life. We all will somehow, even if you don't want to, we will somehow fall into the deep waters. That's the most important thing.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Rubab, please
Um,
start it, my dear.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
sir will end the session.
okay.
There are many occasions when I get up extremely early during my college life, my university life. But nowadays, whenever I get extremely early, it's because of my daughter. Whenever I have to go for her vaccine or general checkup, the timings made me wake up very early. So I have to get up more early after Fajr that I don't sleep because I have to be on time at the hospital. And I always feel very sleepy because um,
Okay, thank you so much. I just got your point of view. Actually, even Rubab, the best thing to do about this was actually describe an occasion when you got up extremely early. You know, if you get up early in the morning for your daughter's vaccines, then you should have picked the recent morning, her recent vaccine, and you could have talked about it. It would have been more easy for you. Okay, one special morning.
okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay, that was the way to do it. Then my daughter's last vaccine is the day when I woke up very early in the morning. Otherwise, I'm a very late, you know, um, riser. Then you could have talked about it. It is asking you. This cue card is asking you about one particular morning, one particular occasion. Okay, so whatever you talked about, it could have been your introduction. That I don't get up very early in the morning, but the only reason I used to get up early in the mornings when I was a college student or I was a university student. But nowadays, my only reason for waking up early in the morning is my daughter. She's the love of my life. So whenever she needs me, I get up early in the morning. And her vaccine is as she's too young, so we have to get her vaccinated. So her vaccination day is one of the days when I have to get up very early in the morning. And her recent vaccine, we vaccinated her, like we took her for the vaccine on the last weekend or on the last Monday or Sunday. Then you could have talked about that how you felt about it when you woke up for that very day and blah blah blah. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, this is time to end the session. It was a wonderful session. I learn a lot from you, all of you. Just stay
Excuse,
blessed. Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
ma'am.
please. Okay, okay, yeah,
I,
please, excused. Who wants to
I
ask?
I left Samana Gara Rizvi. My turn not
Samana, I tried to wake you up, but you were not here somehow. So this is
called
your
my
cue card. Let's do it.
called my name.
Describe someone older than you whom you admire.
Okay.
Take your minute. Meanwhile, she's preparing. If you have a question, you can ask. If you want to say something, you can also say.
Ma'am, when we took the exams and the cue card were in front of us, we had to tell the story on imagination basis or the real life experiences.
Beta, the it is not possible for all of us to experience everything. Okay,
Yes.
every person's experience varies. So you might be given a cue card which you have not had the experience of. So you can make up an answer.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so make up the
Ma'am,
answer.
I attempt 2 time IELTS, and both time I have a same cue card, that is social media, like social Facebook and different types of things. First time I have that talk on social media, and second time talk on Facebook.
Oh, wow, it's the easier one. When I
Yeah.
appeared for my IELTS test, I received cue card that asked me about describe an international cuisine which you tasted very recently.
Oh, and it's too difficult.
Yeah, then I talked about the mantu, the
Okay.
Afghani dish.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thanks to my husband, he had a friend, and he had a wife. She was Afghani. So when we went to
Okay.
their home, she just presented me with this mantu. I didn't like it, but I tasted it.
Okay. That's the reason
So
you
my
explain it in IELTS.
yeah, so my husband became my life savior,
Yes.
although he's not.
Ma'am, it's a general phenomena that every wife doesn't satisfy.
Indirectly.
It was a joke, actually. It was a joke. I wanted all of you to laugh. Okay, uh, he's a life savior.
Yes, ma'am, of course.
Okay, Samana, please go on.
Ma'am, actually, I am inspired by my grandmother. She is very active. In my childhood, I saw her that she was very active in case of cooking and in doing the house chores. As my mother was jobbing, she was doing teaching in the school, and my grandmother take care of me in my childhood. Even I come back from the school, my grandmother cooked food for me, and she told me different stories and time and spend time a lot with me. And I like to play ludo game with her, and she told me different stories, that I got different points from her, even learned very different experiences from her life. That's it.
Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much. Okay, thank you so much. The
Okay.
one lacking thing in your monologue was your introduction.
Yes.
You very quickly jumped to your grandma.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
let's say what can be the introduction of this very cue card. um it
Yes.
can be either you can base your introduction on the on having advantages of older people in your life, or you can base your introduction on admiring other people in your life.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so this is all from today's session. If you want to ask something, please ask, otherwise we'll call it a night.
That's
No, ma'am.
mm,
That's good night.
Okay, this is time to say goodbye to all of you. Just take very good care of yourselves and your loved ones, and be very kind to everyone. I'll see all of you tomorrow, inshallah. Allah Hafiz and
Inshallah.
good
okay.
night.
Allah
Yes.
bless you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Allah Hafiz. चलो जी मुक